Hey, Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Get away from this. Ba'Shem Kaha Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right. Real quick video, real quick. Be careful how you think and what you say in this truth, man. All right. Be very careful on how you think and what you say in this truth. Okay. Especially when you are in the company of, other men of the Lord, man. You got to really be careful of the things that you say and your actions, okay? And I don't think a lot of Jakes truly understand, all right, that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is holding us accountable for the things that we do, okay? I really don't think Jake understand that, because I've seen over the years men who came into this thing, right, and they come around brothers, they get in the company of men of the Lord, all right, and then they just start blabbing off at the mouth, right, trying to be cool, trying to be down, right, trying to show off, trying to convince everybody that they're serious about the truth, and then he fuck around and say something that raises some eyebrows, you know what I mean? And the next thing you know, it's an investigation on him. And then, he get kicked out or he gets suspended, right? Or I've seen dudes, hold in resentment. I've seen dudes hold in resentment towards brothers, right? They hold in certain resentment, and then they come around, right, and they try to play it cool, but then they'll say some shit that's off, or they say some wicked ass shit, all right, or do something wicked, okay, and then he's out of here. Happens all the time, all right. So this is why I'm making this video. You got to be careful on how you think and what you say, man. All right. First, you got to be careful how you think, because before you say anything, before you do anything, all right, that might, that's not 100%, solid, right? You got to think it first. You know what I'm saying? You got to think some off shit first before you do it. So, all of us have those, those moments where we fight in the flesh. And, those wicked ass little thoughts come in our head. You might think some off shit about brothers, right? Or you might think about doing some off shit, right? Hey, Satan will even try to get in your mind and get you to question the doctrine, right? That's been presented to you through the Holy Spirit. You got to rebuke that shit, man. You got to rebuke that, man. Okay, you got to recognize it. Like, hold on. That ain't right. Right? Because that's what Satan do. Hang on. All right. That's what Satan do. Satan's job is to influence you to go against the order. Okay. Satan's job is to influence you to get into the flesh. So, Satan will whisper little shit in your head. And, Satan to do it so crafty that, it'll be in your own voice to where you start thinking that, that's right, man. Why is that brother doing that, man? Y'all paranoid now. Yeah, that brother, why you say that to me, man? Or you start questioning the apostles' doctrine. Oh, man, they don't make no damn sense. Why would they do that? You see? So it all starts off of how you think. You got to rebuke those little wicked thoughts. But first and foremost, before you can truly understand what is a wicked thought, you got to be locked into Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. See, when you look at Jake in the world, 2/3 of our people, they don't even know that they being wicked, right? They don't know that they truly being wicked, right? Because they don't know right from wrong. They're not locked in with the Lord to understand the standard and the protocol. You got to get the understanding of the standard and the protocol to know what's right and what's wicked. Because a lot of this shit we be thinking we be thinking we right on is, Babylonian rhetoric that we learned out here, right? And that demon can fuel itself in your mind and convince you that, well, this makes sense, right? So you got to rebuke those thoughts, man. All right. So that's number one. Pay attention to how you think, man. Okay. Be mindful of your thoughts towards Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, the ministry, everything, man. Okay. And when you get something wicked in your head, which is going to happen because we're in the flesh, rebuke that shit immediately, man. Okay. Like the Lord said, resist the devil and he shall flee. Right. You got to do that, man. You got to fight the devil. You got to fight him in your head. Now you got to, and then the second thing, like I said, you got to pay attention to what you say. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to what you say, man. Okay. You got men that have been kicked out for talking shit behind brothers' backs. Hey, we had a dude in our camp. Okay. We thought Jake was solid. You know what I'm saying? We really thought Jake was solid. He was when we first started our camp in Pasadena. Okay, this dude was right there with us. He started the camp with us in the city, right? So he been with us for years. So we think, oh, okay, now he's solid. Whole time this nigga going behind our back, okay, feeding information to some other demon. Okay, because the nigga he was feeding information to is a demon at this time. He's, this guy's making videos about, the elders in Boston. Shapar, you faggot. All right, straight up, I'm gonna call you that, man, because you a wicked ass nigga, okay, for doing what you do. All right, you done made a video about us, trying to expose our business. You know what I'm saying? But he got all of that shit from the dude that was with us. Okay, this dude was running around spreading brothers' business, man, being a goddamn demon. Okay, thinking that the Lord wasn't going to catch up with his ass, man. And it was the spirit because, we ended up suspending him for something totally unrelated, right? Because I'm at work, brother. I can't come to camp, right? Dude missed 6 weeks of camp straight. 6 weeks back to back straight. I counted it. Right. So, yeah, we was like, OK, well, we got to suspend you, bro, because what the hell is going on? And then when we suspended him, he never came back. And then, over time, we find out that he's doing all types of wicked ass. He was doing wicked shit against us the whole time. You see, so the Lord has a way of exposing, OK, your inner thoughts and your and what you be saying. All right. Be mindful of what you say, man, when you're in the company of the men of the Lord. OK, you don't get around brothers and start, thinking shit is a joke. OK, yeah, brothers can let their hair down. Yeah, brothers can, we laugh, we crack jokes and shit, man. But hey, it's still very deadly fucking serious, man. All right. When I'm around brothers, I don't just be saying any goddamn thing, man. You know what I mean? I don't, I'm very careful with my words. And if I ain't got nothing, 100% solid to say, then I'm just going to be quiet, man. And I'm going to let other brothers talk, right? Rather than incriminate myself trying to be cool. You Jakes got to watch that, man. Seen a couple, seen a couple Jakes been kicked out of here because they come around brothers trying to be cool, just saying shit. Don't even know what he's saying. Right? And then he say some wicked shit in the record stop. It's like, yo, well, hold on. What did you mean by that? Oh, no, I mean that. Niggas still think it's a joke. Okay? So be careful what you think and be careful of what you say in this truth, man. All right? Let me get this real quick. I got this definition for backbiting. Okay? Because this is a problem with a lot of you goofy niggas that come around thinking that you're going to pull a goddamn sham on the ministry of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Y'all Jakes is backbiting. And what influenced this video, I was just watching the whole situation with them guys, the shepherds of Berea. I was listening to Elder Manatazak Ba in South Carolina, and then I was just listening to the brothers in North Carolina, their live stream, right? And they was talking about them dudes from the Shepherds of Berea, right? And then and that's what influenced me to, do this lesson, because I'm like, damn, that situation that they went through with that bug out, okay, it reminded me of the situation that we went through, right? Just some backbiting hoe ass shit, Now I'm not going to speak too much on that situation because I don't know too much about it. You know what I mean? So it's I wasn't there. I wasn't a part of that. You know what I mean? And that's another thing that a lot of you jakes, you get caught up on. Okay? You just, you meddle in business that ain't got nothing to do with you, man. Sometimes, man, okay, you hear something that ain't really for your ears, man. Okay? Just be quiet on it, man. All right? You ain't always got to try to give your opinion. If ain't nobody asks for your opinion, and this is a situation that don't got nothing to do with you, just stay out of it, man. Okay? I'm giving you the best advice possible. Just stay out of it, man. All right? Because a lot of you jakes, you be trying to come around brothers trying to be fucking cool, man. All right? Incriminating yourself with what you say. Okay? Backbiting. Talking shit behind brothers' back and then coming in front of brothers acting like you're rolling in the spirit and you just a solid brother, man. The Lord gonna find out all of y'all, man. Okay? The Lord is gonna expose every single last one of you doing some punk ass shit like that, man. You don't truly love brothers. You backbiting. Okay? You a fucking coward, man. Say it to the brother's face, man. That's what the scriptures say. If you have an ought with your brother, go to the brother, man, and go work it out. Okay? The Lord already gave the order on how you handle that. But a lot of you niggas, you grew up with that black woman, man. Gossiping faggot shit, man. All right? So this is the definition for backbiting. It says in the Bible, backbiting means maliciously slandering or speaking evil about someone who isn't present. Talking shit, gossiping, man. You got to be careful of that, man. Okay? You got to be careful of that. Now, sometimes, right, brothers might have conversations about another brother, right? And that's normal, right? We brothers might have conversations about another brother, you know what I mean? But, hey, if I'm having a conversation about another brother, it ain't nothing I wouldn't say to his face, right? It ain't nothing I wouldn't say to his face if the time came appointed, right? And I'm not, and if brothers do have conversations about other brothers, we ain't finna be sitting there, hey, fuck him, man, you don't understand, man, I do it. You know what I mean? Doing all that shit, okay? Be very mindful, man, because, you could be sitting there talking crazy about a man that's beloved of the Lord. All right? You could be sitting there talking crazy about a man that's beloved of the Lord, and the Lord will find your ass out, man, and put you on Front Street, and put your ass on the front page, man. Okay? Be mindful of that tongue, man. I'm telling you, that shit will get you in a lot of trouble, yo. I'm trying to tell you, man. All right. I've seen it. Hey, it's happened to me before. I done been around brothers in my youth. I had to learn, but I done been around brothers in my youth just going off at the mouth, thinking I'm doing something, trying to be cool. And, next thing you know, I'm brought into counsel about what I said 2 days ago. Be very careful, man. All right. The eyes of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai are sharp. The eyes and the ears of the Lord are sharp, man. Okay. And the Lord will have your ass reveal your true intentions, okay, when you come around brothers, all right, so that way it can be investigated and called out, man. Okay? Be careful. Let me get this scripture right here. Ecclesiastes 10:20. It says, "Curse not the king, no, not in thy thought." Yeah, basically somebody that has authority, right? You got a lot of niggas that's out here, I give double honors to the apostle, elders, the great millstone. A lot of the affiliate camps. Hey, double honors to the apostle, great millstone, man. Give you double honors, man. But then, behind the scenes, he really don't agree with the doctrine. He don't like the order. Why I can't have long hair? You in this goddamn fucking gossip circle with other bugged out niggas talking shit. Okay, thinking off ass shit. All right. I seen that, man, when Apostle Tahar put out the affiliate order and told all of the affiliate brothers to come get down. You had a lot of dudes, man, that took that the wrong way, you know? And you know, I couldn't believe one of the brothers ended up, you know, putting a voicemail on blast of dudes who you would have thought was going hard in the spirit. And they got a whole goddamn fucking, group chat talking shit about the apostles, man. Talking shit about the order of Great Millstone, man. Okay? And the Lord exposed they goofy ass, man. Now they marked. Now they're set for judgment, you see? Every idle word that man shall speak, he gonna be held accountable, man. Be careful, man. Okay? You get one of them wicked ass thoughts, man, you rebuke that shit, man. Okay? Stop letting that shit fester. Stop, you know, Jake be staying up at 2 a.m, pacing in the bedroom. Right, man. It's that serious, man. Just go to the brother and go work it out, man. But you sitting there letting shit fester and, you know, you working shit up in your mind, man. Now you got a demon on you, okay, putting shit in your head and convincing you that things happen the way it really didn't happen. Now you look like an asshole, okay? It says, and curse not the rich in thy bedchamber, for a bird of the air shall carry the voice. Yeah, the angels. The angels is going to go back, because the angels are always watching. The angels are always documenting. Okay, they're going to go back to the Lord. All right. It says, and that which hath wings shall tell the matter. You see, the Lord, they're going to tell the Lord, hey, look, man, this dude is, you know, when ain't nobody looking, he got a problem with the doctrine. You know, he believed that hell is real. He believed that this is real. He believed that is real. So then the Lord would be like, oh, yeah, he do? Okay, well, all right, well, look, man, we going to set his ass up. We going to have him get in front of brothers. We going to have him say some off shit. We going to have him, you know, put a spirit on him where he stopped doing videos. That way he could start being investigated and that shit could come out. You see? Got to be careful, man. This is Luke 8:17. It says, for nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest. Yeah, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, okay, is going to reveal you if you let that demon fester. Now, like I said, you'll get them wicked thoughts, but if you rebuke that shit and you recognize that it's a demon and you move on, hey, there's a big chance that the Lord ain't gonna reveal that, because the Lord knows that we in the flesh, we fighting. But if you let that shit fester, it's been 2 weeks, you've been thinking about it, and now you done got to the point to where you secretly trying to go to brothers in the camp. Hey, look, man, check it out, man. Hey, look, man, I don't know about him, man. You saying all this, man. You really believe that, man? You start getting into some shit like that. Hey, you in trouble, man. Okay? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is going to manifest it on your ass, man. All right? Because that's wicked and lame. That's some lame ass shit, bro. All right? Any of you jakes that's doing that, man, hey, you niggas is lame, man. Okay? You a coward. You weak. It says, neither anything hid that shall not be made, that shall not be known and come abroad. You see? And I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes, man. All right? Jake thinking crazy shit, letting that demon fester in his mind, right? Or he come around and say some shit that's like, wait, hold on. What, you know what I mean? Like, wait, hold on, Jake. The fuck did that mean? Right? And the Lord will zoom in on it. The Lord will have brother zoom in on that. Bring him into council, and then you bring him into council, and then he just let it all out. And you're like, oh, okay, that's who the hell that you is for real, huh? You out of here, Jack. You out of here, yo. So, hey, I'm just giving an example, man. Just be very careful on what you think and what you say, okay? Because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, all right, he will expose you if you don't fight that demon. Okay, we all got these demons that's fighting us. These demons is putting shit in our head, but that's no excuse for you to go pop off at the mouth or for you to go do some wicked shit behind brothers' back. Okay, that's no excuse, man. All right, the Lord has given us the eye salve and the understanding like the scriptures say in Ephesians, put on the whole armor of faith. If you got on the whole armor of faith, you should be able to counteract, all right, a lot of that bullshit before it even gets started. But if you worldly, if you're carnal, you're going to let that shit overtake you, and you're going to let that demon continue to fuel that little resentment that you have, right? Or just have your ass, you know, exposed like, oh, what you really been doing when ain't nobody looking. Some Jakes might not be on that shit where they talking shit, but you know, your lifestyle might be, you might be doing some crazy shit, man. You might be, you know, nigga might be committing adultery on the low. Nigga might be have a fascination with pork, right? So then you come around brothers and just say some shit like, yeah, I know she got a man, but shit, I don't give a fuck. You thinking you cool. Shit, I know she got a man, but I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to hit. And brothers be like, wait, hold on. What the fuck you mean, man? You see? Fight them demons, Jake. All right? Fight them demons, man, and be mindful of your thoughts and what you say. Shalom. Shalom.